3.
Hello, I'm Dr. Michael J. Duckett, and I want to speak with you for a minute about becoming a public speaker and improving your communication. Public speakers are in demand. If you're interested in teaching people and inspiring them to a bigger life, you're a candidate to become a professional public speaker. Can you imagine traveling around the world, staying in nice hotels, riding in limousines, and having audience give you a standing ovation for the message that you just delivered? That's the life of a public speaker. You can get degrees in speaking that would take between 4 and 6 years or more and still not be able to speak effectively. I'll teach you in 2 days. In 2 days, I'll teach you the psychology of the crowd. First, never give a speech. I'm going to tell you a couple things right now. First, never give a speech to an audience. That is the worst thing that you can possibly do. Instead, you have a conversation. And you have a conversation with the audience as if you were having a conversation with one female. Every audience, even if you're speaking to a men's club, is a female. The reason why, you want to bring the emotion out of that audience. So act like you are speaking, or not speaking, but having a conversation with one female when you are interacting with your audience. And next, do what you want your audience to do. If you want your audience to say yes, then you shake your head up and down. If you want them to respond, put your hand up to your ear. If you want this side of the room to say something, you raise your hand up after you ask them. If anyone can relate to what I just said, say yes and have the audience respond accordingly. Next, eye contact. You want to bear down at each audience member that you can make eye contact with anywhere from 3 to 5, 10 seconds maximum, not longer than 10 seconds unless you want to get a date with someone. But about 3 to 5 seconds, not less than 3 though, so you avoid darting around and looking something like that. But you want to bear down on the eyes only. Avoid looking at the floor, the ceiling, or off in the distance. Your audience is there to interact with you, and you are there to interact with your audience. Make sure that you are making eye contact at all times. Remember that when you are speaking, just have the intention that you're actually speaking from your right eye. The right side of the body is the transmitting side of the body. When we hook up electrodes to you, we can actually register electricity coming from this side. The left side is the receptive side. So the left eye is what you listen to people with. The right eye is what you have the intention of speaking to your audience from. Then your expressions. If you're having a one-on-one conversation with someone, you may have body expressions like this, or you may smile like that. If it goes into a crowd of 2 or 3, you have to open up more. And then before an audience, you want to really exaggerate all of your expressions. Your body motions, your smile, everything is extremely exaggerated before an audience. How do you say something funny to an audience? That's what a lot of times people want to know when they're coming into the public speakers and communication course that I teach in the 2 days. One of the best ways of doing that is when you're walking through your everyday life, if something makes you laugh, stop and write that down. Then, when you are getting ready to do a presentation, look back at your notes of things that made you laugh and see how you can manipulate those stories and ideas into something that pertains to your subject matter. There's so much more that I want to share with you, but time just doesn't permit it. The Accelerated Public Speakers Certification and Communication course is now coming to a city near you. To learn more about becoming a professional public speaker and improving your communication, whether it be one-on-one or 1 to 10,000, visit www.upgradinglife.com. This is Dr. Michael J. Duckett, and I want to thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side of success.